Hi, I'm Sophie Uliano, author of the Gorgeously Green book series, and today I'm going to show you a better way to wrap your presents or your gifts, and this really works for all throughout the year. So the first thing is that I love wrapping presents in plain brown paper, or sort of post office brown paper. And the thing that's great about that is that it's very inexpensive, and also the paper is fully recyclable. And I think it looks really pretty, especially if you're wrapping a book and you use a big red satin ribbon. Beautiful, very stylish. Now, another idea is just to get a piece of plain white paper. Now, this piece of paper I actually got from the supermarket, from the deli counter where they wrap the cheeses and the meats, and I just said, can I have a piece of that white paper please? And they were like, okay. And so obviously very inexpensive if you can nab a couple of bits of those paper, and my daughter, 9-year-old, decorated it rather beautifully, so that's another nice idea. Another thing, again completely inexpensive, is newspaper. Now with newspaper I would recommend wrapping smaller gifts with newspaper, because if you wrap a big gift you're going to get a lot of print on your fingers, or the recipient will. What I love to do with newspaper is use black satin ribbon and then put something red on it. I've got a little button here just to make it pop. You can see that's so pretty. Another idea is to have the wrapping be part of the gift. So in this case here, I am wrapping a frame. I'm giving this lovely frame to somebody, silver frame, and I'm wrapping it in this beautiful fair trade scarf. So scarves are wonderful for wrapping because you can get very creative with the way that you actually wrap the scarf. So you'll probably have some better ideas than me, but right here I'm wrapping it, and I'm going to just make a big huge floppy bow like so. And I think that that looks rather sweet, and again they get two gifts in one. Another wrapping as part of the gift here is I've got a set of kitchen utensils here, really fun bright colors. This would be great for a college student who's going off to college for the first time, or somebody who's getting their first flat. And I'm wrapping it in a really pretty apron that I found. Obviously this is for a girl, a pretty apron, not necessarily a guy. And then I'm going to tie the whole thing up with a really sweet little ribbon. So there you go, that's that gift. Another idea is just in some of my other videos that you can check out, I show you how to make these beautiful homemade beeswax candles. So 2 of these wrapped with a pretty ribbon makes a lovely gift, especially for the holidays. If you're going to use regular wrapping paper, I really suggest that you use recycled paper. And now there are so many companies that sell wonderful recycled paper. Finally, let's just talk about the labels for a minute. Now, there is absolutely no reason to buy paper labels. Let's save a few trees here, make your own. What I do is I take all my holiday cards or birthday cards from last year, old ones, like so. And these scissors, these jiggity-jaggedy scissors, are fantastic because I cut them, obviously the side without the writing on it, and then put it on the gift like so. Another idea even is to use the envelopes. Get some bright colored envelopes, either pink or red or whatever. Again, jaggedy scissors, cut a little label, and you're good to go. So there's some ideas for you. All of these ideas save a lot of money, and they're much gentler on the planet. So for more projects like this, for tips, tricks, and recipes, please visit me at gorgeouslygreen.com.